Hi guys, and welcome back to Beverly's Design Time. In tonight's DIY, we are going to be making a jewelry box slash keepsake box, or whatever you want to put in it box. And we'll be using these Dollar Tree mirror frames. More than likely, you won't be able to find these at the Dollar Tree. I actually had to go to dollartree.com and order them. And they come in 24 to a box. I had to pay to have them delivered. Sometimes they allow you to have them delivered to the store, but not this time. And I think it was about $8 to have them delivered. Here's the UPC code. And if you can't see it, I'll leave it in the information box below. So you're gonna need 10 of these mirrors to do this DIY. I know you only see like 4 here. I've already partially started the DIY so that it won't take so long to get through it. I'm also gonna be using some Gorilla Glue and this Goo Gone. I have some tape here to help me out, some scissors. Here I have some paint sticks that I picked up from Home Depot, and I have some popsicle sticks that I got from Dollar Tree, so either one of these would work. And I have some more items that I'll be using throughout the DIY, but we're just gonna get started with this for now. And I have my glue gun back here heating just in case I need it. All right, so the first thing you wanna do is open your frame. Here I already have it open and I pulled the back off, and I'll show you how to do that. So what I'm going to do is just pull this off, and this is what you use to hold the frame up. Just hold onto it and pull it off just like that. Alright, so the next thing you want to do is just go ahead and open it. Now I got this idea of taking the mirrors off this frame from Dazzling Designs by Denise, and I'll leave a link below to her channel so you guys can go check her out. She does some really beautiful work, and I think you guys should go over and subscribe. So what she does is just press down, and what I've been doing is kind of like pulling back on this frame while I'm pressing down with my thumbs, and I've been getting them to release like that. And once you pull them off, you'll see that you have some of the cardboard still attached, or particle board, or whatever it's called, and sometimes you can peel it off. If not, then you can use the Goo Gone for that. Now try not to press here. You can pull those out, those little tabs that holds the backhand, but same thing, just pull it off. Alright, so here's the problem that I've been running into. Can you see how much of the particle board is still on there? Okay, so what she did was put some of the Goo Gone on there. I did the same thing. I put on some gloves, and these I picked up at Dollar Tree as well. I laid these down on another piece of paper and just took some of the Goo Gone, poured it in the cap, and just saturated the cardboard with that. So I did that and let it sit for about 30 minutes because it was so much of it. And I even put it on pieces like this as well. It says to rub it off in soapy water, so after it sat for about 30 minutes, and because it was so thick, that's why I left it that long. But after it sat for like 30 minutes, I went ahead and put these in some warm soapy water, and I let them sit for about another 30 minutes. And then I was able to pull these off. So when these all come off, you'll have 2 longer ones and 2 of the shorter ones. We're going to be using this size, the longer ones. And I'm definitely going to come back and do another DIY with some shorter ones and maybe a mixture of the 2. We're going to start out with 4. We're going to need 8 in all. We're going to need 4 for each side of the jewelry box. Alright, so what I'm going to do is just take some glue and put it right along the edge of the mirror. And just press it up against the next one. I'm going to do the same thing for the next one. And then for the last one. Now I'm going to use 2 of these paint sticks to line these up perfectly. Alright, so next up I'm going to go ahead and take another frame. And I've already removed the little piece on the back of this one. I want to go ahead and take a second one. The next step I want to do is go ahead and replace the image on the inside. Now I'm going to come back later and put mirrors on the inside of mine. I'm going to go ahead and cut some mirror and put it in the middle. And I'll come back and let you guys see that if you want me to. But meanwhile, I have this gift wrapping paper that I purchased at Goodwill. I think it originally came from Dollar Tree. I'm going to use this to replace the image on the inside. And to do that, I'm just going to go ahead and just take this loose. Center the image and then cut it out. Repeat this step 5 more times. You're going to have 2 windows for each side, and then you're going to have 2 windows for the top. So I'm just going to put it back in. And there you have it. You can use this box to hold photographs, so you can put different photographs in each window. They all do not have to match, it's up to you. Alright, so I'm going to do another one. Like I said before, we're going to have 6 of these, so 2 for each side and then 2 for the top. Just go ahead and glue these 2 pieces together just like that. And again, I'm going to take this Gorilla Glue. I also recommend you using E6000 or the Gorilla Epoxy Glue. That's really good. I wouldn't recommend using Dollar Tree Fix-All because it will not hold. Take some glue and put some on the side. And I'm going to take some more and put it on the side as well. So this time we're going to flip them over. Line them up as best as you can. Press them together. Alright, so now this is where the popsicle stick or the paint sticks come to play. Now you can use either one. You can use popsicle sticks across here and even cut it to make it go here. It's really not that wide to cover the seam, but it could work. But I'm going to use my paint stick, so I'm just going to cut it with some scissors. Add some of the Gorilla Glue. And put it on both pieces. Alright guys, so these are the 2 sets of mirrors that I previously glued together. And as you can see, I still have the tape on there. So I'm just going to remove this tape. So now we have 2 of these. And these are going to be outside pieces. Here are 4 of the mirrors that I glued together earlier, and they are ready to go. I'm just going to go ahead and remove the tape. Cut 2 pieces of foam board to reinforce the end mirrors. Also use the foam board to create a base for your jewelry box. And so I went ahead and measured and cut, and I really don't want to go through all that. So what I'm going to do is leave you the exact measurements in the information box below so you guys have it. So ahead of time, I went ahead and covered one side with the gift wrapping paper. What I want to do, instead of just leaving this like this, I want to go ahead and reinforce it with this. And when I cut this earlier, guys, I used one of these utility knives from Dollar Tree. If they get dull, you can just use like a plier and break them and have like a fresh one to go. Now, if you don't want to reinforce your foam board, you don't have to. This is just an extra step that I chose to do. The pieces for the side panels match this perfectly, so they'll give you an idea of how thick you need to cut it. So yeah, like I said, I'll leave the measurements below. So I want to go ahead and add some wrapping paper to the size of this. So I'm going to show you guys how to do that. Okay, here I have some Mod Podge, a paintbrush. Trace the foam board on the back side of the gift wrapping paper and then cut it out. Now add some Mod Podge to your foam board. After that, lay your gift wrapping paper on top of the foam board. Smooth the paper out. Set it aside to dry. Okay guys, I'm back. My base is not completely dry, but I figured it's dry enough for me to go ahead and continue on with my DIY. I have the piece here that goes on the end, and I also have my 2 side pieces that goes here. I want to go ahead and start gluing these onto the base. So I'm just going to take this Gorilla Glue and run some right along the side of the base like this. And I have this jar that I'm going to put behind it to help hold it in place. Just like that. I'm going to take some hot glue to help hold it in place while the glue sets up. So before I add hot glue to this, I want to go ahead and put my end piece on. So now I'll just go ahead and take some of the Gorilla Glue and put it on the ends of the side pieces. Alright, so now I'm going to take my tape and I'm going to attach it to each side to help hold it in place while it sets up. Alright, so once you're happy with how it looks, go ahead and add some hot glue. I'm just going to add some mostly to the top and middle. And once it sets up some, I'll come back and then add some more along the bottom. Alright, so that's pretty good. So now just take your hot glue gun and run a bead around the base of the box. Alright guys, so now I want to go ahead and add the styrofoam to the end piece, like that. And I'm also going to add some hot glue. Not a lot, just to help hold it in place. Alright, so this is what we're looking like so far. Now I want to go ahead and add my other panel on this side. It's not completely dry, as you can see, it's kind of wiggly, but that's okay, it'll still dry fine. Alright, so once you get that lined up, again, go ahead and add some hot glue. This time I'm starting as far as I can to the bottom and then coming up. Checking again to make sure it's all lined up. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and let this set up for about 30 minutes and then I'll come back and go on with the DIY. Alright guys, so now what I want to do is go ahead and add my panel right inside here against this end. And then I'm going to go ahead and add the lid, and I think I'm going to add this on top of the lid, and then we'll be done. Alright, so let's just do that. Alright guys, so that's in place. Now as you can see, it's not perfect, and that's fine. So if you want to take the time and measure and make it precise, then you could go ahead and do that, but I'm not going to do that. Here's our lid, and it's still drying, so I'm going to leave that on for now. I'm just going to give you an idea as to what it looks like, all put together. Alright, so what I want to do now is just wipe down the top. I'm just going to go ahead and glue this crystal handle right on top. And again, I'm using this Gorilla Glue. Alright, try and make sure it's centered. So I'm just going to let this sit for about 10 minutes until it stops sliding around. Then I'm going to use some tape and anchor it down just to give it a really good connection. Once it's dry, I'll come back and show you what it all looks like. Okay everyone, here's my completed jewelry box / keepsake box, and I think it's absolutely fabulous. It has the right amount of bling for you bling queens, and the decorative gift wrapping paper gives it just the right amount of glam for you glamour girls. I love bling and I love glam, so I'm extremely happy with this piece. It definitely reminds me of something that could be purchased from Home Goods, but it's not. And as you can see, you can create the same thing using Dollar Tree items. Okay guys, that concludes this DIY, and I hope you found it inspiring. And if you did, please leave me a thumbs up. Oh, and one more thing. I know that I'm late on announcing the winners of the Dollar Tree bling and the chandelier pendants. So I'll be announcing those winners in my next upload, which will be a Dollar Tree haul, and I'll also give you information on how I'm going to be gifting someone $100 in cash or a gift card. So make sure you check out that video as well. Alright guys, that's it for now, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching.